got glasses too, man.
This is just Blu-ray.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
Oh, motherfucking shit. Yeah. Okay. What's that?
This you painted too?
Yeah, this I painted in high school, dude.
Yeah, dude.
Isn't it? It's like, look at you got the Dutch Masters, right?
Yeah.
Tending the weed farm, because I used to like roll up Dutch Masters to smoke back in high school. And then we got a white 8-ball.
That's crazy.
Mushrooms. Yeah, I was like,
what's the blue fruit up there though? Like the blue trees, is that?
Oh,
like...
those would be Coracetin pills, because I used to take a lot of Coracetin in high school. It's literally all drugs.
I figured that. I just couldn't get that part up there. Like what's...
Yeah, and then that's all another high school one. It's like a salva.
Wait, you painted that one too?
Yeah, that one. Yeah. That's like a salva.
Did you paint the one next to it then?
No.
Okay, I was like.
But isn't it cool though that like my girlfriend got me that painting? She had never seen these.
But they all match up. That's why.
Similar, right?
That's why I was like, okay, you painted that one, then that one. I see the Dutch Masters again. Are they up there? Are those birds?
No, little birds in the trees. Birds in the trees.
Birds in the trees.
But yeah, man, arts. We got our Jarvis the gnome over here. You know about him.
Yes, I do. I'm just gonna rub his
How
head.
you doing, Alex?
I'm good, man. Chilling.
Is that a weed vape?
Nah, you wish.
That thing, dude. Why is it so big? How long does that last?
This is an Arabic company called Al Fakr. They make hookah tobacco, so it's a really good flavored vape.
Oh, it's like a hookah?
Yeah, it's like a hookah stick. They call them crown bars.
I dig it. So Maverick, what fuck you? So you used to work at a strip club? You managed a strip club or something like that?
I used to. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
That was like 2022 or 21, going to 22. Yeah. It was a random thing. I went in there to do comedy. And the guy liked how everything I was doing, so he's like, "Yo, you think you can run this for me?" And I could run anything. You just show me how to do it. That's not hard, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you like the producing side of things? Like you like putting the shows together and all that shit?
Yes and no.
Yes and no.
I like producing it. I don't like dealing with people. Because it's one of those things where when you put together, you got to realize, like, as a production, it's not just about an individual person. It's about the whole thing as a whole.
Yeah,
you know, and I think sometimes when you do shows, people don't realize that, like, you might not have done as best as you want, but for the show altogether, you did just what's needed. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, all you were supposed to do was make that block, bro.
Yep.
You're not going to score a touchdown. You're supposed to just block, hold that block, and let the ball go where it's supposed to go. But no, I do, man. I do. As much as I say I hate it, I just think I recently came to terms with I really do like producing shows. And going down to Florida really opened my eyes to that, because when I went down there, it was, these guys like, yo, run it like you would do.
When did you go to Florida?
A couple of weeks back.
Oh, where?
Went there, yeah. There was these dudes I've been talking to for a minute, and they wanted me to come down and run some mics down there. And it was really great to see that what I do up there is, is different from anywhere else. Because I go down there, people aren't saying what's up and stuff like that. I had bartenders dapping me up, being like, yo, bro, this was the best. And they're like, yo, can you get this host back here again? Yeah,
really?
Man. It just feels good, because the thing about it is, like, a lot of people, when you're paid to go someplace, I think a lot of people let their ego take over, and it's all like, yo, I'm supposed to be here. You guys need me here. I go someplace, it's more like, how can I help make this place better with you guys in it? You know, because you guys have talent.
That's a huge thing, I think, with running. Do you ever produce any shows or anything?
I did a couple shows.
Yeah.
I had you on there as a headliner.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I noticed with some people with the shows, it's hard to do, well, at least when you start doing it, like, because you open the show, right? You're the host. But, like, I always forget, like, it's not about me.
Yeah.
It's truly, like, you're the least important person on that whole show. Like, it's about everybody else.
Yeah.
But, like, you got to keep the vibe right.
Yeah.
But it's not about you. Like, it's not your show. It's the headliner. Whoever you book the headlines, like, it's all but for, like, getting him. Yeah, man. Fucking comedy. How long you wanted to do comedy for?
I'm on my 4th year, I want to say.
4th year. How long did you want to do it before you started?
Oh, man, my whole life, bro.
Really?
Yeah, I just never found the outlet for it. So I was on Facebook one day, and I ran across Mavrick Prasad's mic at Socialite before it was at Ale House. And before it was at Unicorn. So I went and I just watched him host that mic at Socialite. It was wonderful. Maverick came up to me and was like, yo, you look like you got something funny to say. You should sign up. And I was like, nah, not this time. I'm just going to watch. So I literally just watched how it was done first. And then he moved it over to Unicorn in Holyoke, and I'm from Holyoke, so I was like, dude, this is my hometown. I gotta take advantage of this opportunity. Like, this is something I always wanted to do. So I went up there. I did like a minute. He didn't even finish.
A minute 43 seconds. I could even eat like 5 fries, bro.
He couldn't finish his food. I had 5 minutes, and I was like, I just wanted to end because I'm like, I don't think I have anything funnier to say, man.
Oh yeah, were you nervous?
I was wicked nervous, bro.
It took me like, I think like 6 months to like beat that stage fright out of me. Like I used to be so nervous on stage. Like I'd be like, all right, I see people use notes. I'll bring my notes so I remember. And I would be so nervous. I would like look at my notes and it would just like turn into hieroglyphics. I'd be like, I can't read this at all. I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
I could hear my heart beating like out of my ears. Like I couldn't even hear my thoughts. Like, and that's what made me get good though, because I was like, all right, I'm gonna at least do this long enough to not be nervous anymore. Because I was like, I gotta figure out if I'm funny, but I can't be funny if I'm nervous. It's tough, man.
But that's what I respected about myself even back then, is like, you can end your set short, bro. Like, you don't have to fill up the whole time. And
it's true.
That's what a lot of comics kind of like take advantage of, is like, I've got to do all this time. I got to practice all this time. It's like, you really don't. Like, if you don't think you're ending on a good note, it's better kind of like end on a good note and then
just get out of there.
Give the time back to the room, man.
But sometimes you gotta finish the time, like in like show settings.
Oh,
like if
definitely.
you don't do your time, that's a fail.
Yeah.
Like I remember, I'll never forget the show that I went off early, and I got so much. It was a show that Reg did in like New Haven, I think, and Marshall Brandon was there, and he got off stage. He was like, "You did good, man." I was like bombing, but he was like, "You did all right handling it," but he's like, "You didn't finish your time." And I was like, never again.
Yeah.
Never again will I not finish my time in a show setting. Like,
it's what you're getting paid for that time slot and stuff. And like,
it's set up for you to be there until then. Like,
and you could pull yourself out of that bombing.
That's the best.
If you just power through, you never know. You can make a bit off of you bombing. You could make a bit off of someone's reaction to something. Something that's going to save you if you stick to your time.
You can bomb good. We were talking about this last night. Like, if you don't get affected when a joke doesn't land and you actually have fun, like laugh at the fact that it doesn't land, then they're going to stay having fun and ready for the next one. Like, it's all about just if you falter, if you start being like, oh no, they can smell the fear.
Yeah.
They can smell it, dude.
Yeah.
They can fucking smell it.
And they're going to hold that energy over to your next joke.
Yep.
Even if your next joke's a banger, they'll be like, this guy's a fucking house.
I also think it gets like that. You know, when you like that, you're watching a kid's recital and you know, like, it's more of like a woe me, like they feel bad for you. You know, it's like, instead of like, oh, we want it, but we really feel bad. Like,
yeah, I do. So comedy rooms can get so uncomfortable. Like,
yes, they can.
They can get like the most uncomfortable situation ever. But like, all right, so how old are you guys? How old are you?
I'm 35.
35. 39.
How old are you?
Wait, you said 39?
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, he's the youngest looking out of all
good.
of us.
I'm 37.
Oh, shit.
Guy knees don't crack, bro.
But man, you're aging well.
Yeah.
Damn.
Thank you.
I hate being white sometimes. For real, dude. It sucks. That's why I gotta fucking watch out on how much drinking and stuff I do. White people do not age good.
No.
I mean, I'm doing pretty good, but my brethren are not looking well. My brother, like 2 years older than me, he looks 10 years older than me.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I knew you were younger than me, but I didn't I didn't know.
Yeah. I asked that just because, like, all right, so you've been comedy. How long you been in comedy for?
It'll be 7 years.
Okay, so yeah, same for me.
Oh, really? You started around the same? I thought you'd been in there longer.
No, I was 7 years. I hit 7 years this January.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, man. Keeping it rolling. But, like, were you, like, artists growing up?
I was a weird ass kid, bro, but
What's weird?
I did a bunch of crazy shit. Like, I chilled with like suburb white kids, and I chilled with gangsta hood rap motherfuckers that'll fuck someone up and shoot them.
Yeah.
I dabbled in rap. A lot of people don't know that. Yeah, I used to freestyle rap.
Oh, we about to freestyle.
We're about to freestyle. Yeah. Nah, you gotta do some freestyle.
Yeah, you want me to later on?
Yeah, we'll get a beat. We'll get a beat going on the round 2. We're gonna have you freestyle.
Okay,
I'll freestyle too.
All right, good.
I'll make you look better.
I never rapped because it was horrible. I tried it once, and my own cousins looked at me and said, "Don't do that. We can only protect you so much."
I definitely cannot rap. or freestyle. But what I like to, if I fuck around with it, like when I'm driving in my car and stuff like that, I'll just like whatever. But what made me better at it is when I went to school for English and I started writing like poetry and stuff like that. It made me able to like freestyle better. Like I never could do it with my friends when we were in high school and stuff. But like if I'm alone and like I can actually like make some things rhyme and not it's horrible, but I can do it because of like practicing writing.
Yep. English class
awesome.
will do that to you, man. My first taste of comedy was because of English class.
Really?
Oral reports. We had a weekly oral report every fucking Friday.
Yeah.
And I turned them into funny bits. And like
Really?
the teacher would assign topics, but she always left it open. Like you could pick your own topic. So I always picked my own topic.
Yeah.
And then I'd go up there. I'd do my oral report for like 5 minutes. And eventually the teacher started saving me for last. So I felt like I was headlining the class. I was crushing every week my sophomore year. And like a lot of kids in the class that never really knew me, they were like, yo, Alex is a funny ass dude, bro. Like he's not a popular jock kid. He's not athletic. He's not in with the cool crowd. He's not getting any bitches, but he's funny, dude. And like they were telling other students that weren't in that class, like, yo, man, this dude is good.
Really?
Yeah.
This is high school or
This
college?
is high school. Sophomore year of high school, I was doing these oral reports. I turned into little comedy bits. I was talking about like Kool-Aid being a drug. I used to talk about Domino's pizzas, my favorite with Sprite. It kind of feels like two chipmunks making love in my mouth. And everybody, I got written up too. Like I got sent to the office because of this shit. Like I was on the edge.
So, but in your mind, in your mind, were you like, I'm doing stand up? Like at that time, you wanted to do stand up?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I looked up to a lot of stand up comics.
That's dope.
I watched like Zach Galifianakis early on.
Oh, okay.
Like before the Hangover movies. I used to see him on
No way.
Comedy Central Presents and shit. I'm like, man, I kind of want to do this. I know I'm funny.
Yeah.
But I want to expose myself in that way, and that opportunity arose because of English class. So that's dope.
That
you
is
know?
cool. It's crazy how comedy's like that. Like a lot of people want to do it for so long, and but it's just like weird how it finally like happens. Like
Yeah.
it's always like everyone like it takes.
And once you're
years.
in, that's all you see now.
Oh yeah.
It's like open mic here. Before when I was like 20 years old, I never seen no open mics for comedy.
Now it's everywhere.
Yeah.
It has blown. I think it's blown
Yep.
up. It's been getting nothing but more popular ever since I started, like comedy in general.
No, it has. It's been the thing where everyone now it's everyone's voice.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
especially I want to say because like for guys, like where else can you go and really express yourself without, you know? And I feel a lot of comedy. That's what a lot of comedians are just going up there expressing feelings, which is great.
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I learned so much about myself from doing comedy.
Yeah.
Like just because you don't really, I think I was like kind of didn't have like it gave me confidence because like you realize like I don't know, you just learn about like to be more confident and to really like it taught me to stop giving a fuck what other people think about me. Because I think I really did always used to care. I think I always cared a lot what other people think. And then I started doing comedy and you're like, you know what?
Fuck it.
I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I'm happy with who I am.
Yep.
And if you don't like me, good.
And that's
Like,
what makes you a great comic, man. You're yourself on stage, right?
That's
People
the key.
see it.
That's
Yeah.
the key.
You want one of these blood oranges?
I'll take a blood
There
orange,
we go,
dude.
bro.
I'm about to fucking get twisty wisty, bro. What'd you do in high school? What kind of guy were you in high school?
I was. So in high school, I did like, I'll be honest. I was in the journalism club because I always liked like news. My thing was always have my own talk show. Like I wanted to be. Like,
You wanted to have your own talk show?
I wanted to have a talk show. You know, I wanted to either be on like one of those like the night shows and stuff like that. Just talking
really?
about that. Yeah, man. Because
No shit.
I just always loved like being on camera. I loved like filming. I always acted like since I was young. I always did plays.
Really?
Yeah.
I've wanted to do a play. I've wanted to do one.
I love it, man. It's just it was so great. Like I just recently I just started writing plays again. But yeah, I did act and stuff like that. And also like if there wasn't something like I was really religious also in school too. So like
You still religious?
Nah, I'm more spiritual. I went because I did the religious route until after a while I was like, yo, this is kind of like a circle. Like emotionally, like whenever you get in a hard spot, you go right back to God, and they'll be like, you'll feel good, you'll feel like everything's great, and then then I started realizing like, God's really not helping me.
Yeah.
So let me find out what's going on. Then I had to realize, well, he's not gonna help you, bro. You gotta help
You gotta
yourself.
help
You gotta
yourself.
figure things
Dig
out.
within.
You know, you go to church, you spend money on tithes, you do everything to help the church out. You stay extra hours, you fucking do their floors, you fucking carry the pastor's robe across the street. You do everything to be in this grace of what they call God.
Yeah, see, that's bullshit. That sounds like bullshit.
Bro, yeah, you do all this stuff, and then it's like, when you're in your darkest place, where's the church at? Not there. Where's everything else? Not there. And then you have to realize, like people don't understand. Like, I was really depressed. Like, I was at a part where when me and my wife first started dating, she would sit by the bathroom, just wondering, like, is this nigga gonna kill himself in there?
Yeah.
You know,
well,
Dark times, bro.
You were down.
I was down, and people don't understand when you're down that low, where like you just don't care. I'll go work any job. I'll do anything. Shit'll happen. Just look at it. Whatever.
It's a scary place to be when you're like, I truly don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like you're like I'll drive off the road right now. I don't care. I'll run into this guy. I'll fucking Like you can just get like, it's scary when you realize you're like, I understand why people do crazy shit. Like I can understand why people kill themselves. I can understand why people just go on a killing spree.
Yeah.
Like it just like there's why not?
It's that so much.
You're ready to die,
Mm.
You're ready to risk it all, man.
It's crazy, man.
Maverick also played football, so don't get it twisted, bro.
Did you?
Yeah, I played football. So my dad was a semi-pro football player. He could have actually went pro, but he had kids instead. He got accepted to the same league Terry Crews did up in Canada.
Oh no,
and
shit.
everything like that. Yeah, so he was like one of the best wide receivers. Like literally, New England had like articles on him for playing.
No way.
Yeah, he came down here. We came many games out in Hartford. We used to play. You know, I used to go watch him. So yeah,
What position you play?
I played defensive end.
Okay.
Yeah, my pops was a tight end, so I was happy to get defensive end because you would think all these years him playing, I went to the sport just knowing about football. I didn't know what any person did, anything. The coach coached my dad, so when he saw me, he was like, "You don't know what the fuck you're doing? just run right now. Just run today. That's all I want you to do."
Yeah. I didn't play. I didn't do it. I did. I was on the swim team in high school.
I was on the swim team too.
Oh yeah,
I did the 500 and I dove too.
I was a diver.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
These teeth are fake because of diving.
I wonder if we ever fucking were against each other.
What school did you go to?
Because now I'm thinking, I'm like, I kind of. You always had big hair like that.
Nah. My hair was always. I always had a low cut Caesar.
I went to Maloney High School.
Oh no, but that's Connecticut, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we went in it.
Yeah,
we went in it.
Unless you went to States, I wasn't.
I was States.
My friend was States. Yeah, I wasn't. I wasn't. I did the 500 and I just barely made it.
Dude, swimming. I think swimming is probably the hardest workouts ever. Like I never. Soccer.
Swimming and soccer, yeah. It's the most body endurance shit.
The bad part about swimming is you're working your ass off and you feel like you're gonna drown, like because you can't breathe.
So did you just dive? You didn't swim? You just?
No, I swam too, but I would do like part of the swim practice. And then like the second half,
you were that guy who got to be lucky, just wait for your turn, get breaks while we're just flipping back. 20 more laps.
Nothing worse than when you get there and the dive coach isn't there, and like Kev, you're just practicing with the rest of the swim team. I'm like, no, bro. What you have to do? Like we would do like it's like 150s or not, maybe not 100, but like 25 50s at a minute.
Yeah,
and you just like so you get back and you're like, oh god, go. And then it gets to a point where you're just going, dying, breathing. You were on the swim team too?
No, man.
Oh yeah, fuck that shit, huh?
Hell yeah, fuck that. I'm not wearing that shit in front of a bunch of niggas.
Nah, we were the ones that were right there.
Yeah,
we didn't wear the speedo. I didn't wear the. I couldn't do it. I couldn't. I had to wear the.
My uncle Pedro used to wear those. He got the biggest dick ever, bro.
You liked wearing those shit.
Yeah, he just flaunted it. I'm like, dude, I don't want to wear that ever. Spandex. I was on track, indoor track.
Indoor
I was
track?
a skinny, fast motherfucker. Bro.
Really?
Yeah.
You still fast?
I'm still fast. I'm like a black bear. I could run like 45 miles per hour, bro. I'm big, but I'm fast. I can move, man. But I got kicked off because I started having like anxiety and panic attacks senior year for becoming an adult.
Really?
Yeah, man. And then the coach was like, "Oh, you should have told me you had anxiety. I have anxiety too." So anxiety wasn't cool back then. It wasn't spoken about.
It wasn't spoken of.
So like I used to get like a bunch of panic attacks senior year.
Really?
So, yeah.
Just thinking about like going into the life.
Yeah, I had bad teachers in Holyoke, man. They would fucking be like, "No one's gonna pay for shit for you anymore. You gotta work your ass off.
Oh damn.
You gotta be smart. You're gonna learn about taxes, bitch." Like I'm like, what the fuck's happening, dude? I'm just 17.
Yeah.
You know, and like they were preparing you for a reality of becoming an adult.
But isn't it fucked up how bad of a job the school system does preparing for your reality? They don't teach you about money.
No.
They don't teach you about investment. They don't teach you about taxes. They don't teach you about anything. Like, I mean, I guess some of this stuff is useful, like, but
So that teacher
they
was
teach you
cool
how to
because
show
he was
up.
real. He was real. He was a math teacher. He was real for like opening our eyes about taxes and stuff. He's like, dude, you're not. Lunch isn't free after high school, bro.
Right.
You gotta fend for yourself. It's like,
I was like, what if he called me?
I can't get free lunch.
yeah, get a fucking job, dude. We're getting them. The most athletic out of all of us is joining right now.
Oh shit!
He
what's
doesn't have
going on?
anxiety.
Yeah.
Let's get him wired up. He's gonna tell us how he's slamming on everybody. All Western Mass out of Southwick. Let's see, bro. We're talking about our high school
him
sports
on.
right now, bro.
Oh shit.
Oh, he's in there.
Yeah, we here, man. What's good with y'all, man?
What's up, man? Oh, we're just hanging out. We're talking about fucking who we were in high school.
Okay. Well, I was one of 8 black kids in a white school.
8? Wait, you were 8? There's 8 black kids?
Yeah. Well, it was 4 black, 4 Puerto Rican.
Damn, you're fucking that mic.
What's up? Hello.
It's making a
Oh, it's probably the
noise.
bottom part right here. Yeah, it's the wire.
The wire.
That's all the energy I'm giving off.
Is it? Maybe it has to be tightened. Pop.
Just pop it off and put it back on.
Blowing it like a Nintendo.
Not a Nintendo cartridge. Hello.
Oh,
There you
Is that
go.
better?
That's a lot
I think he's
better.
good.
Okay, there
This
we go.
sounds
There we go. Yeah, I went to Southwick for 10 years.
10? Wait, you were in high school for 10 years?
No, the Southwick schools for 10 years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I went to Dorman, Pottinger, and Springfield, and then I went to Southwick.
Well, so to explain it to you, Springfield, the city, Southwick is like in the Hicks. So they were schooling. It was like school choice. So they're giving like minorities a chance to go out to like these white schools to get a better education.
Got
So
you. Did you get a better education, you think?
No.
he got his numbers up in basketball.
Is that what you play basketball?
Yeah, I play ball. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
You still?
I do. Yep.
Nice.
Still playing ball. Yep.
I might play against him next week.
You might?
Yeah, just
Why, you
for
scared?
exercise.
Yeah, let's
yeah.
film that shit. Let's do
we
that.
said we should have a comedian basketball.
Yeah, man.
I have a girl who wants to do hockey. The girl that
I'm a
cooks.
hacker.
Hockey.
I'm
She wants
It's too much. It takes too much stuff.
Street hockey. We'll do street
Oh, yeah,
hockey.
street hockey.
I'm not getting on no rollerblades and none of that shit.
You don't want to do the ice? You don't want to do the ice one?
No, I'm not.
used to play-
I'm
we
not
used
no
to-
figure skater.
We used to play with just a can, crush the can.
Yeah, and then yep.
This is a fun way to do it.
So DJ Nyce Jones is in the building now,
Yes, sir.
man.
Yes,
Nice
yes,
Jones
sir.
in
What's good,
the
Joe?
building.
Viewers, you guys don't know, this is the DJ at Irish Ale House every single Wednesday, man. Mavrick Prasad's cousin. He is a voice and sound to the Ale House, bro. If you haven't been to the Ale House, Mike, you haven't been
that.
to a mic, baby, because there's no other mic with a DJ that's rocking like DJ Nyce Jones.
That
bro.
cares about you too, not
Yeah.
just
True.
this guy listens to everybody's joke. We'll talk about it late at night. He'll be like, "Yo, I like how so and so switched it up." It's funny because some people don't think, they just think like the comedians are paying attention, but people who are there all the time, they're listening. I even have sometimes some of the cooks being like, "Yo, so and so, he did good. He did his thing this time." So it's really
Nah,
dope.
your part in that mic is huge, man. You make a fun thing because you got like different relationships with different comics as they come up and stuff. It's a big deal. I was thinking that when you guys were coming here, the cool part is like DJ 3 comics. Like we got what we need right now to do a show. Like you can, you know what I mean? Like you can put out a fucking show, dude.
Yeah.
It's fucking cool. Just you and your homies fucking putting on entertainment. I fucking love it.
I love DJ Nyce Jones. I love Maverick, bro. It's fucking a great
These guys are the
vibe,
shit.
dude. I liked when you visited, man. That shit was crazy. The first time me and Kevin Doty met, I was running this like cocaine bit for the first time, and then I was crushing it, and I dapped up Kevin Doty, and he's like, "Yo, I fuck with you because you're talking from the heart. You're talking from real experiences," and he's like, "That's real comedy right there," because it's like it wasn't always fully a joke. It's like I was saying, I rub coke on my nuts, make a bitch go coconuts. Like, this is fucking crazy shit, and people don't always want to hear about it, but people experiment that way, and it's
Yeah,
like I
yeah.
respected you, man. You went up there, you catching salmon and shit.
That's
I fucked
cool.
with you, dude. You're a good, genuine vibe, man. That's what I like about comics is like you never know who you run into, man. We're just having a couple drinks and talking some bullshit, but
Nah, I appreciate it, man. It's always cool when you find out, like, people tell me, like, when they start comedy or they meet me for the first time, like I said something cool that they remembered.
Yeah.
But like you don't remember saying it.
Yeah.
But like it's just like they remind me, like, yeah, good shit.
Yeah.
Way to go, past Kev. Like
you were,
a good
you
guy.
just always, you were that guy.
I ain't gonna say I remember anything you said, but I remember you first came out and you had me laughing. Like, you know what I mean?
nice.
And not everybody does that. That's cause like
Not at all.
Nigga be rolling up weed waiting for the.
You're one of the guys that I always like to check, especially in like when I first I wanted to make sure. I was like, is DJ? Am I getting the DJ? All right, cool.
Yeah. That's a lot that the comics tell me. They're like, well, if I don't make you laugh, then I didn't do good. And I'm like, well, you did and you didn't. You know what I mean? But don't work on yourself. That's why we do Workout Wednesdays, man.
Yeah.
Workout Wednesdays, just like me. I'm 40. I can't just wake up and go hit the court. No, I got to get up. I got to stretch. I got to do all this extra shit.
Yeah.
That's what the workout's for. Come out there, work, stretch, work on your shit, man. And yeah, you gonna make me laugh eventually, hopefully.
Hopefully.
But it's not just about me either, man. It's about yourself, man. You know, take pride in your craft, man. And
That's the thing is I think a lot of people, not a lot, I don't want to like say a lot of people, but like it's hard. People get sidetracked wanting to be good or be seen as good instead of just being like, just get bet, like just work on the thing. Or people are so preoccupied getting the stuff out online, trying to get booked instead of just like, don't worry about any of that. Sit down, make those jokes better.
Yeah.
Like just concentrate on the craft and enjoy that in itself.
sometimes it's not the joke. Sometimes it's the delivery.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's how you deliver that joke. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's the timing of that joke. You know what I mean? Like, so, I mean, I'm not a comic. All I do is spin records, but I know what's funny and what's not.
Yeah, but you
know
see
what
a lot of it. Anybody that's not a comic, but like is in the comedy world and watching it all the time, like the rest of us, I feel like you pick up, you know, just as much about like what makes a good, what makes a bad comic.
It's like if you're a sport player, you know what I mean? You might not play football, but if you watch every game, you're watching it constantly, you know what's going on. You could read things yourself.
Exactly. So you played basketball in high school.
Yes.
Were you an artist in high school? Always into music?
So music was something that me and my best friend picked up, and actually he started it, and I was just over his shoulder watching him. You know what I mean? My shout out to Flo, real name Sean. But yeah, he was making beats on the Xbox when it started out. There was a program that they had on the Xbox, a music program.
That's fire.
And he used to he was doing them on that.
What are they doing out
They're out there blowing water. I don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Oh, they're like power washing.
I guess it's not even power washing. I guess he's washed the car and he brought the air blower out, and now he's just pushing water across the cement. This shit don't even make no sense. But yeah.
I apologize if you
yell at
guys
them
are
in
listening.
Spanish?
It won't last long. What's that?
You want me to yell at them in Spanish?
You might have to. But yeah, and then he started using Fruity Loops, and then when he hopped on the Fruity Loops, I started fucking with Fruity Loops. Like I'm an I2. Fruity Loops 4 is where we started.
Oh, you don't know what Fruity Loops is? Every nigga.
It's a music program. Yeah, it's like
that's where you
Band
make
Lab
beats,
and all
bro.
that stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So it's like the program that everyone.
Yup, you
everyone
hook up an
fucks with.
808 to that shit, bro. You got all types of sounds, man.
Really?
A lot of good beats were made on Fruity Loop, bro.
Yeah.
You'd be surprised, man.
No shit.
So just having that music background and just listen to it and doing a lot of sampling like Kanye and Diddy and all that.
You had one mix the other day at the break. I forgot which songs that were. We put two songs together. I don't remember which one it was.
I have it recorded. I know what you're talking about because you had looked at me. Like,
Yeah, I was like that. Yeah. That was a good one.
But yeah, man, just having that background, man, and then growing up, being around older people and listening to, the roots, the older music, you know what I mean, just having that, and it's just been a blessing, man. I can't tell you how blessed I am to be in this field, and it's because of my cousin, man. If he wasn't,
that's a great fucking duo, man. That's why I was so excited to have you guys on, man. That's just.
I wasn't even a DJ. I don't even know if you know the story. I picked up a DJ to DJ for him, and
Really?
I ended up being the DJ because his shit wasn't working.
Really.
So we were gonna. So it was actually back at the club. At the club, we went there, and I was gonna take over the music because I was paying this dude way too much money, and they weren't doing anything. And my cousin's like, "Yo, cuz I could do this easily."
Yeah.
And I was like, "All right." So once he was doing the stuff at the club, I was like, "It's great." And I always told him because I've always said, even then, shout out to Pops Todd Therian, when we had EMT, we starting off. I wanted an open mic that would resemble a stage. And I didn't realize like comedy stage was different. For me, comedy stages always had a DJ. Like it was like part of it. You know, I never realized you could do comedy without music because I always felt it was weird. You know that change, like the hand. No, you know what I mean? It just
silence.
it's kind of
comics, bro.
Yeah, you know, especially when someone's bombing and the host trying to get back up there, the guy jumps off. You know, at least with that, you know, if guy jumps off, he could put something back on to keep people like, you know, in the groove at least. You know,
it's a game changer for the vibe of a show or a mic or anything. The DJ, like we got DJ Rufus at the Elbow Room sometimes. So he does some of the mics. Oh yeah. And when you show up to the mic and he's not there, you immediately know. You're like, the vibe is just like quiet and weird. You're just like, oh, something's off. And it's DJ. Like I had him come because I do a show in Middletown every month, and I usually don't do a DJ, but I had DJ Rufus come for my last one. Yeah, game changer. It was so it makes it everyone just the whole production seems elevated when you have the DJ there.
It does. Like the wait time, you got people bobbing the music. And if the music's good, normally most of the time these comedians, like I have comedians come up like, yo, I haven't heard this song in a minute. It reminds me of this to this. Next thing you know, they put in up a banger joke. Yeah. Based off of just that. You know, because music triggers memory. We always, you hear that song, it's like, damn, I remember that song. You know what I mean?
True. It's crazy.
Sorry, one thing with DJ Nyce Jones, man, he matches the comic's energy to that intro song. Yeah. Even if they don't request it, he knows what to pick for that comic because he's been there. He's seen what you're about. He's seen your upbringing. He's seen the stories that you're talking about, and he just that one track is like
even off of looks. So some of the new guys they'll be coming up, they'll be putting like so. I'm like, yo,
that doesn't only set it for them though. That sets it for the crowd as well because the crowd's like, oh shit, this song's funny. They look at the person, they're like, oh, this is good. You know what I mean? Like it just sets the tone. Like J Bomb, one of them. Like I picked that song for him, that Eminem song, Stand for him. Yep. Oh, good. That's been his song since day one.
And it works out.
And it works for him. You know what I mean? That's him. If I bring him out to anything else, you wouldn't even know who that man is.
So, Herlin Lino's notorious for having his ankles out, bro.
For having his
wearing
ankles
sandals.
Yeah.
And he's in the hood wearing high water jeans with sandals out. And DJ Nyce Jones played that Jesus Walk shit with. Yo, he couldn't stand it, bro. It was like 3 weeks of this shit. Jesus Walks, bro. And like his ankles were showing and he was getting so furious. And I love when Herlin gets furious because he gets in his zone.
He gets in his zone.
That's when he's the best.
Yep.
That's when he's the best.
We were antagonizing him, but he worked off of that. And I love that shit because that's what.
Now look at him. Jones no glasses, wearing Timbs, jeans down to his ankles.
He got socks
on.
He wears socks every day.
Different now. He getting money now, bro.
Shout out to Herlin Lino. And if you want to check him out, he'll be on my next comedy show, Hot Rod Spotlight Lounge, May 31st.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah, bro.
Congrats, bro.
Shit, man.
He's working that New York comedy circuit, man.
I'm so proud of that kid, man.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope.
I seen him do a show in New York. It sucked. I felt so bad. We went to go check him out. He had like an audition show at the Broadway Comedy Club.
Yep. Oh yeah.
He just got fucked, dude. He got like the way later in the show. He was like almost one of the last comics, and he got the spot when everyone's getting their checks and signing checks and shit. And so I just felt so bad. I'm like, damn, dude.
That's New York. Yeah. Did he have the most people there?
No, right.
Oh,
so it's one of those shows too. It's like if you bring, it was not a bringer, but it's
a low key bringer. Yeah, because I did one too.
Yeah,
it's not. Yeah,
they fucked me when I went to the Broadway Comedy Club to do one of those. It was a bringer. Supposed to have 4 people. I brought 3 people, and he's like, all right, go. Well, it's fine. Whatever. You can still be on the show. And so the whole show's going down. We're supposed to do 10 minutes. Comic after comic. Some comics are going longer. The host is not doing any time in between anybody. I'm the last comic. Before he goes on stage to bring me up, does 15 minutes, then brings me up and lights me early. Wow. I was like, just exactly. It was just straight disrespect to me. He's like, you showed up, you didn't bring enough people, fuck you. And I maybe, but still, it was like, come on, bro. Like, you're going to disrespect me like that? Like, you don't do any jokes the whole show until right before the last comic? Yeah. Like, I'm like, damn, dude. Fucking not cool.
I feel your pain, bro, because that's how I feel about Comics Roadhouse. Before
you won that shit, didn't you?
I just won it, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because it's ran more properly now. So I entered a competition before, and I got robbed, right? Mm-hmm. And I brought more people than everyone. and my crowd was the loudest, and I was one of the best comics on that round. They gave it to some blind kid who wasn't really blind. It was like a gimmick, bro.
What?
And I lost that time. So this year, the way they're running it off of audience sound. Like after you perform, they're gonna cheer for you, and if your audience is louder cheering for you, you win. Right? So like I thought I won because I had more people.
He had like 13 Puerto Rican women in there.
I had Puerto Rican niggas. I got my boy Izzy. He's like, bro, like shit was going crazy, and I'm like, and it wasn't because I was not funny. It was because I was still funny. So you should base it off of talent, right? So that this year coming in, it's really good. It's the way they're gonna operate now is they have 4 judges in the back, and they're keeping score.
Yeah, I did it.
You just did it,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I did awful.
That sucks, bro.
Yeah.
I did awful
What'd
too.
you do yours
but I
for?
won.
Did you do host or feature?
Headline.
Headline?
Oh, you did headline?
Oh,
Yeah.
so the headline is a tough position because it's 1 versus 1, bro.
What do you mean 1 versus 1?
How many people were?
There's 4 of us.
In
There's
your
4,
round?
There's
oh,
4 headliners.
in my round, it was only 2 headliners.
Oh, okay.
And then in the features division was 3.
Okay.
So the host division is like 10 people, bro.
Yeah, it was 9. It was 9 hosts. You did host division?
Yeah, I did host.
Oh, you should have done
division,
feature.
bro. I went for feature and I got knocked down to host.
Oh, gotcha.
I don't know why, but
I
now
went for
keep it
host, and then they called me back, which threw me off. I was like,
damn.
yo.
yeah, it was crazy.
It's just, yeah. It is what it is. It's how you don't ever know these competitions, though.
Nah,
you know
you
what I mean?
don't.
It's just, it's all one of those things that goes, just might not be your timing, and just try it again. I don't know why people get down when they don't get picked.
Oh,
for
I
it.
didn't. It didn't bother
No, not
me.
you. Not saying you, but like I know some people be like, oh, they're like broken. Like, oh, I applied for it, and blah blah blah. I'm like,
Oh yeah, you can't. It's a
there's a
competition,
ton of
bro.
other things to apply for too. Like there's a ton
Yeah.
of festivals.
Yeah, I
but-
need to start doing that.
So I went second out of 10 comics in that round, and I was still won.
That's good.
That's crazy because I thought they were gonna forget about me. Bro.
Yeah, right.
Maverick was with me. Rosa was with me, bro. It was dope.
Oh, dope.
So I
That's cool.
was lucky enough to make it to the next round. We'll see what happens in July.
You'll
We still
do
have
well.
6 other first rounds.
You'll do well.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. I'm bummed I didn't do. I was bummed at myself just because like I didn't pick the right. I did like, for whatever reason, I picked like not my best jokes. Like in my mind, I was like, oh, I'm gonna do some of my jokes that aren't the best, and then I'll save the good ones for later. Because I was like so sure that I would get moved on. And then I was the last comic, so it was like 2 hours into the show. Last call had already happened like an hour before that.
Yeah. Oh,
I walk
damn.
on stage. I hear one person in the audience go, oh, another one. So I'm like walking into that. They got the front row here talking through my whole set. So like halfway through, I lose it. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Oh.
And so, yes.
Kevin Doty went real nigga on him. He said, "Shut the fuck up right now."
And
You
so
either
like
get their
I
attention or you
lost
lose
my
them
cool.
after
I got
that.
a big laugh out of it, but it was just not the best set. And I was just like,
It's all good, bro.
You know that happens sometimes, right?
Yeah.
You walk on stage and you're like, this first, right when you start talking, you're like,
This
I
ain't the
don't got
material.
it.
This ain't the order. It's not the material. This ain't the order of material you should be doing for this crowd. That's what happens, bro. And it's like you kind of rehearse shit and you want to be prepared. You don't want to use notes. And then when you
Right.
get up there and you see it and you're actively doing it, you're like, fuck, I got to do a audible. I got to do a callback thing. Like,
yeah.
And
Yeah,
you kinda,
I just tried to do too much. It was like a competition. I kind of like didn't listen to the advice.
Yeah.
Competition, fuck transitions, fuck stories, fucking boom, boom,
boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom. Hit them with quick, funny jokes. I didn't do that. And yeah, I was mad at myself, but not really too upset because I didn't feel like I wasn't good enough.
no.
I felt like
Don't ever
I
feel that
went
way.
into it wrong. And now
Yeah.
I learned and I can go to another one and try
Probably
another.
over prepared. You're like, yo, I got to do these.
No, I think I
transitions.
underprepared. I think I murdered with this 10-minute set on Friday,
Yeah.
and I was like, "This shit's good."
Gotcha. You already had that. You had
And
that.
then-
vacant,
and
yeah.
then I was doing those jokes, and I was like, "Oh yeah." For whatever reason, these jokes killed on Friday, but these are not even close to my best jokes. I'm like, why am I doing these jokes?
It's the crowd.
Yeah,
It's the crowd. Sometimes
play
you
a
gotta
big
play
part
to
of
the
it.
crowd.
You gotta play,
know what
yeah,
I mean? You
yeah.
have to, and it's hard to. I'm not a comedian, but even being the DJ, being there and looking out, you gotta know what the crowd. You know what I mean? Like, so, how do you fill a crowd out as a comedian? How do y'all do that?
Well, the thing is, you don't really know until you start fucking with them. Like you could, because like sometimes I'm shocked at like what they laugh at. You'll have a joke that like is kind of a throwaway joke. You maybe do it sometimes, and then for whatever reason, you'll be in one crowd and you'll say that thing like, "But whoa, that never
Killing here.
gets
Yeah.
that."
Yeah.
And so I think you have to play. That's why we were talking about it last night. I don't think a joke should ever come out exactly the same. Close, but not exactly the same, right? Because the audience is your instrument.
Correct.
So based off them is gonna be how your delivery is like. What are you fast and angry? Are you lay back and chill? Like what vibe did they put you into? I think it's like I never tell the same joke twice. It's always a little
different. Yeah,
little
change
different,
it up.
yeah.
Now, do you do that just for you yourself too? Because I do that personally because I get bored. Like I can't say the same thing over. It's just for me. It's like I don't feel like I'm like I don't like it.
Yeah,
I want to switch it up a little bit. You know.
If your heart's not into it, they feel it too.
Yeah.
Like if you're just being up there like X, Y, Z, this is my joke, they can feel that you're just telling them a script.
Yeah.
Like the best feeling in the world is when you get off stage and an audience member will come up to you and be like, "You were just riffing up there, huh?" And you're like, "No, but
yeah, exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
Sorry, real quickly, just going back to your thing. I think also too, like that's the importance of a host. I don't think people realize how important a host is. When you're a host and you go out there, your job is to kind of fill the room out for everyone who's going to follow you. You know, when you're that breach guy, you're going to bust through it. You know, that's why I'll throw little jokes here and there and see what bites. And then after that, if you guys are paying attention, you'll be like, all right, I saw what hit with that. That didn't hit.
Yep.
That was good. All right. Look at his demeanor. Look at the crowd. You know,
the host is that you're talking to the crowd more than the comics, right? So you're giving comics, like, okay, so then the comic before he gets on stage, because you talk to the audience, like, okay, so that guy's a cook. Those people, they're a couple right there. So like the host kind of gives the comics an idea of who's in the room, right?
So hopefully, like, you know, that's why when I first started, I used to see a lot of people, and this always bothered me, like practice with what they're gonna do right in there. I'm like, that's not gonna work because you could have that you want to go and you go into it. It doesn't work out. And I think that like there's like medicine helped me out with that because you can hear the symptoms and everything and think this is that and go in there and that's not even fucking what it is.
Right.
You know, so you always got to go into something with an idea of what you're going to do, but you can't be set on stone on that. And I think a lot of comics get caught up with that because they're set on stone like this is going to work. This is how it's supposed to be. I'm not changing it.
Yeah.
And they're going to force it. They're trying to force it. They're literally raping the crowd right now. They don't want that, bro.
They don't catch the alley-oop. They don't ever catch the alley-oop, and you never get an assist because they don't pay attention. You know what I mean? It's always a turnover.
So the ball's going out.
It's always a turnover.
What I'm learning is you always got to earn the crowd's trust in the beginning of your set, man. That's a major key. I've been learning it. A lot of people gave me that advice. Manny Sierra, Gary Alexis, Chris Sear, they've been telling me like, yo, man, you're going in there too raw, bro.
Yeah.
I'm going on stage and I'm like, here's my dick, son.
Yeah.
They're like, whoa, I don't even know you.
Hold up. Take the crowd on a date.
Can we go
Get
to
them
dinner
some,
first?
get them some wine and like kind of readjust and be like, all right, start off with some shit that's like more relatable and get them on your side and be like, I'm a nice guy. And then you're like, here's my dick, bro.
Exactly. They want to fuck. They came to fuck.
Yeah,
they came to fuck. It's just, they're not going to do it.
I kind of want that dick now.
Yeah, I didn't know I wanted it at first, but
I
give it to
learned
me now.
about you. You're a real sweetheart, man. Thank you.
Yeah, it's funny. That's why I always say, like, that's why I don't do, when I do longer sets, I don't like to do a lot of my drug material until later on in the set. Like I want them, they need to know me. They got to understand my personality.
Yeah.
And then I can talk about smoking crystal meth. Like
Yeah.
you open up and I like smoking crystal
What's your
meth.
trauma? Why do you want to start smoking crystal meth? Now we know he had to smoke crystal
He had
meth.
to smoke that crystal
He had
meth.
no choice. His life was shitty. Fuck, dude.
Oh, man.
Crystal meth is a hell of a drug.
Yeah, man. I don't even know where to
I
find
like
that.
Crystal Light.
You ever mix that with Don Q, man? That's that Puerto Rican
Crazy,
recipe,
yeah.
man. That's a sleeper drink,
I had
bro.
that before.
On
It's
the
so
beach?
good, bro.
What is it?
Don Q with Crystal Light packets.
Ooh.
You mix it in a gallon of a little bit of water, more Don Q,
Whoa.
Puerto Rican rum. You mix that shit up, you don't taste the fucking alcohol at
Bro,
all.
it's
Really?
it's like juice, and then
Yeah.
before you know it, 8 cups
are
after, you're like,
fucked up, dude. That's the
Where's the blow and
that's the
hookers?
best.
Liquid diabetes.
Every beach trip, bro.
Oh yeah.
Gotta make a gallon. I'm gonna make you a gallon, bro.
I would love a
Yeah,
gallon.
I'm gonna make you some coquito. I'm gonna make you some of that shit too, bro.
Coquito, is that like a
Yeah.
frog?
No, that's a coquille. That's a coquille. Don't get it confused. Coquito's like Puerto Rican eggnog.
All right, wait.
Nah, but you know what? I'm happy you said that because Coqui and Coquito have always been close. And I'm like,
yeah.
how come? So when you say it, I'm like, all right, so I was never wrong to ever think that. I never said it out loud. But
That's a joke right there. Spanish woman walked up on me, said she's gonna make me some coquito. I'm like, okay, fried frog legs. I'm with it.
That is good.
See, I'm not a comedian. I'm not a comedian.
But you understand comedy, dude. You understand it.
That's funny. My boy Flo hitting me. That's funny. His ears
Oh,
must be
really?
ringing. Yeah.
he must have heard it.
It must be ringing. That's crazy.
He's like, the studio's calling.
I call it. That's because you guys are probably close, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I call it the homie verse.
Yeah.
Because like you like it's the homie verse because you're just connected. Like sometimes you'll be thinking of someone. Oh shit, they're hitting me up right now. Like just like connected, or like I'll be like tripping on mushrooms, and randomly I get hit up by another friend tripping on mushrooms, and it'll be like, yo, we didn't even know, but it's just like just working on the same page. The homie verse.
That's the homie verse. I like that.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna restart the camera real quick, and then we'll pick it back up.
Sounds good.
Take a piss, stretch your legs. Yeah.
I can smoke. Let me run outside and smoke.
You can smoke it here.
Terrific.
Oh, and I want to let you know too. You can ask any question. Like we came to talk. So anything you want to talk about, we're gonna talk. You know what I mean? Like,
and my cousin said he like, I hope Nyce don't talk too much.
yo, this dude always says he hates talking, but he got the nicest radio voice. Yeah, I'll be like, I said it like
radio voice, dude.
You know, late night love.
I can't help this. It's my Belco. It's my Belco like the voice.
Yeah, that's your cut.
Got that little Don, baby.
Is this just straight tequila?
Don.
No, I wouldn't do that to you, bro. That's a White Claw.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
There's some tequila in it.
You want a little bit?
Is there no tequila in it?
No, he wants tequila.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, nice.
He wants a tequila.
Yeah, was that a rooster? You know what that rooster reminded me of? You guys ever play Zelda Ocarina of Time?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, you don't have anything.
I
in your
fucks
cup?
with Zelda so hard.
Let me get. Listen, I'll just take a shot straight.
I got you, bro.
You're a video game guy?
Bro, I was the Black Zelda. I was the motherfucker at the Water Temple, the Dark Zelda. That was me.
Black Zelda?
Dark Zelda. Dark Link. My bad, bro. In the Water Temple, bro. The hardest fucking mini boss of the whole Ocarina of Time, bro.
Wait, which one? Which one is it?
Water Temple is the hardest temple.
Water Temple is hard. I'm trying to
beat
remember.
That was
shit?
my first
But I don't
threesome.
remember Dark Link.
Dark Link pops up, he folds your shit.
You just a DJ,
He fucks
remember?
you up every single time.
Oh, I do
I went to-
I do
white
remember
school.
that.
I was out here
remember
mixing whites.
This motherfucker. This guy is a beast, bro.
Oh yeah. I barely remember. I
That's
barely
the
remember
hardest
that.
part of the game is the Water Temple.
That's
To
such a
get
good
to him's hard, and then to beat his ass is even harder.
Yeah, to get to
bro.
him is a mission. You have to leave that
Bro.
place like 8 times.
I got the N64 here. I got one. You know what's crazy about the N64 is like you put it in, you plug it into a new TV. Like the graphics don't look like they don't look good. Like
No.
you need an old.
You need
TV,
an old TV, and it looks amazing.
Yeah.
Dude, I was heartbroken. I was like, yo, what the fuck? And then I had an old TV, and so I read that, and I put it in there, and I was like, okay, nostalgia.
Yeah.
I was like,
There's something about it, dude. There's
Square,
something.
don't fit the rectangle.
There's something about the nostalgia of like playing old games that you used to play when you were a kid. It brings back so many memories, like the music thing we were talking about. Like just doing things that you did when you were a kid brings back. Like if I just look at Pokemon cards, I'm like, oh man, like I got all these memories of fucking me and my friends.
Yeah.
Like, it was the whole thing, man. I was a nerd. I loved that,
dude.
I was a nerdy little kid.
I was a nerd. I taught everybody in my 7th grade class how to play Pokemon. That was my project. We had to teach
For
a
real?
hobby. So I told him, yeah, me and my friend. And then my teacher said that she had cards, so she brought her son's card. And this dude traded like some sucky ass card for his like Charizard. It said like hyped him up. The next day he got suspended and got the card back. I was like, yo, you're lucky. Your mom came back like, yo, you lied to me.
I'm just upset that I was like, man, if I kept
Yo, my mom made me throw up
millions,
Bro.
millions of dollars, dude. Like,
Bro, even some of the mobilia I had, like just like Pokemon shit, just like regular nerd stuff, some of the comic books I had. But you get older afterwards, like, yo, I'm an adult now. I'm about to get bitches. I don't need these. Salvation Army.
Nope.
Church donation.
I moved on to I hit that Yu-Gi-Oh buzz for a while too, man.
I still got my Yu-Gi-Oh.
Yu-Gi-Oh
I was
buzz.
fucking with Dark Magician,
I
Blue Eyes
fucked-
White Dragon. You look
Yep.
like a Blue Eyes White Dragon.
I
You
am a
never
blue
thought
eyes
about
white
it.
dragon, dude. That is me. I am a blue eyed white dragon. Literally am. That's what I am. Because I'm blue eyes, white, and I'm the year of the dragon.
Oh, shit. You literally are.
Fire.
Yeah.
Yo, so I want to ask you now, right?
Targaryen.
Yeah, you could ask me.
Are you considering yourself black with this whole trend? Like, are you?
I've
I know
been
you
saying
said a joke.
the
I know you said
N-word crazy.
I know you said it as a joke, but now we're on your podcast. I'm like, how do you
Nah.
feel about that whole
No, I
trend?
think it's stupid as fuck. It's dumb. It's shit.
I think it's funny.
But it's interesting though because I've always gotten along. Black people and redheads always get along because one of the things is you get when you're young as a redhead, you get made fun of and you stand out because of the color of your skin.
Yeah.
So like you deal with being judged based off the color of your skin because you're so much whiter
Than everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. So
That's
I think that's why there is a connection there. But,
Yeah.
But no.
I always thought there should be because they were the slaves first. Remember, like the white, what do they call it? They had the white ivory trail.
Yeah.
Wait, what's the white
Oh
ivory?
shit, was that your drink?
Before the Underground Railroad.
The white ivory, because before they were doing blacks, but before that they had a lot of the Scottish and the Irish that they had as slaves. Well, technically, indentured servants.
Right,
But they
right,
were
right.
still, the thing is they could shave and just mix in with the crowd.
That was the thing. We could blend.
you could blend,
in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wrote a story, like I was always like, when you go back to art thing,
Yeah.
like I was always a writer. Like I love, like my biggest thing one day is to have one of my books published.
Hell yeah.
Because I write fantasy books because I'm
Do
just a
you?
nerd. Dude, I'm a, like, if
What
you say nerd,
kind of fantasy shit?
like dragons,
and
wizards, shit like that. But I
Yeah.
always make it like, I always add some urban stuff to it too. And being like biracial was different because not only was I just black, but I was black and Asian. So it's like around the world, I was a black guy. But around black people, you ain't just black,
You
bro.
ain't
They
black.
didn't. They knew even when my hair was short, they could just look at. Yo, your hair looks a lot different, man. What you mix with? I'm like, nigga, I have a slow cut Caesar. What do you mean? I can't even blend it now.
It's too soft. Your shit's too soft, bro. I was fitting in more than you. So, like, get your thick hair ass over here, bro. You just a light skinned Puerto Rican.
Yo,
You do like you could be like Dominican or
I
something.
get, I get, I get that a
You
lot.
definitely
I
Dominican.
get that a lot.
It sucks because, like, in the Puerto Rican community, I'm dark skinned. But in the black community, I'm a light skinned bitch ass nigga.
In the really?
Swear to God, yeah. They're like, nigga, you ain't dark skinned, bro. Because dark skin is Mavrick Prasad, DJ Nyce Jones. But in the Puerto Rican community, bro, I'm black, dude. They're like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah.
you're a negro. ¿Qué pasa, negro? And I'm like, dude, I'm
Yeah,
chilling.
I thought that was weird because they call Rosa, my wife, they call her dark skin.
Yeah, trigueña.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you like what they
But
put in
that's
their
crazy. But that's crazy though, because like Puerto Rican, Dominican different, but Dominicans are black.
Dominicans are black, bro. Dominicans are just Haitians from the other side.
Yo, thank you. They just speak Spanish.
Dominican Republic. I hate Dominican Independence Day. It should not exist. They don't even own the whole island. I'll smoke for you, bro.
I gotta get the ashtray for this.
Oh, we were using the can.
Oh yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Yeah, ashtray is cooler.
No,
Just,
we can
uh,
ashtray. Yeah,
fuck it.
no, no,
Keep the conversation.
no.
going.
We'll keep it going. But anyways, what were we saying?
So, yo, like, they share an island. So how independent are they? They don't even own the whole island.
Well, it's but if that is the logic though, then you got to be like the whole Canada Mexico thing. We should all be one continent.
We should.
We should be just the west,
Native America?
west side. Native.
We should just be Native America, bro.
Native America.
Yeah, man.
Native America.
Not North America. We should just be Native America.
I like that.
Yeah, bro.
Let's go for it.
Fuck Christopher Columbus. Fuck all them.
Yeah, 2028 would change us to Native America.
I don't think. I bet before we die, I bet the U.S. gets chopped up somehow.
Bro, listen,
I really do think that's
dude,
gonna happen.
I agree 100%.
I don't
I'm
think
gonna
it's
tell
gonna
you,
last.
Texas is gonna start first, be an independent state.
Yep.
California and the little west side is gonna join.
I think
anything.
we're gonna have to sell it off to China or something. Like I think another country is gonna be like, we're going. By the way, we're gonna take this upper quadrant here because
Dude,
we owe them so much money.
But the thing is about it, we sold out. Like people are so mad now I started realizing it when Chicopee in Massachusetts closed down their factory that made a lot of lingerie. Like they made women's panties, everything like that. They closed that down and shipped that across seas. That cut back so many jobs. I'm like, wait, so if everything's overseas, what are regular people going to do for work? Yeah. Not everyone's going to be a doctor. Not everyone's going to be a lawyer.
This is why you became a doctor?
Nah, that's why I left. You an asshole. I know I should talk. I over here quitting shit and stuff like that.
Why, you were in med school?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Why'd you quit?
He didn't quit. He didn't quit.
I didn't quit. It wasn't me. I was doing it because every time I met, they're like, "Yo, you're gonna be a doctor. You're gonna do this." Mind you, I told you I've always did acting and everything. So when I went to school, I got a scholarship to one school, and I got accepted into New York Film Academy before they became big. So
that's cool.
My pops told me this. He was like, "You're gonna be an actor, which is gonna mean you're gonna be a drug addict and you're gonna fail in life. Or you're gonna be a doctor and be a successful man."
Okay. And you were like, drug addict sounds pretty good.
Listen, now I'm hanging around like, yo, they had amazing lives and stories. I could have been the greatest comedian with those stories right now, you know?
It's true.
But I realized, like, I was telling Alex this on the way down there. I'm like, yo, I applied for a lot of things. Like, I had, like, modeling. I had so much stuff, but I never got into it. And I was like, you know why? Because my ass would have been at those Diddy parties. Like, I would have been that guy, been like, yo, that sounds pretty cool. And I would have been caught up in that shit.
Yeah, it's true.
You know, I would have been Justin Bieber mad right now because my ass got, you know.
You wouldn't be that mad about it.
I would have been that mad. No, I would have been like
back, but he still would have complained.
You know, it's not cool.
You are bisexual though?
I am, yeah. I am bisexual.
That's crazy.
It is. It's really crazy because I didn't think I was going to be bisexual, but it's one of those things where, by the way.
What? Nice? What you mean? What do you think? You knew the whole time, bro.
Yo, this is crazy. You say, yo, you really bisexual? Yeah, I'm really bisexual. Yo, that's crazy.
I didn't think about it. I didn't think I was gonna be, but
nah, because the thing is, I always got like anytime there was a girl in a group, I got the best one. I always had girls. There was, it was never, but it was one of those things where you start. Once you had all the fruit, you're like, well, what's the other fruit about? You start looking at people, and then you start looking at like.
You're like, let me try out some vegetables.
Yeah, I disassociated myself from being a human and look at humans as it is, and just like as a whole, like, yo, there's some beautiful men out there. And then I started, you start hanging out with girls, you start realizing then it's like, next thing you know, it's like, you taste the forbidden fruit.
That's crazy, man. But you guys, and like, that's what's cool about you and your relationship, right? Like, you guys got a pretty open, like, promiscuous. I don't know, say promiscuous.
No, you can say promiscuous because we're like, yeah, my wife and I, we're definitely open. We're open. We have like boyfriends, we have girlfriends, we have couple friends.
That's cool. I couldn't handle it. Yeah. I couldn't do it. I don't think. I think jealousy would get the best of me.
Do you know what it is? I hear you because you would have told me like 20 years ago, bro. I would be like, hell no, because I was so like possessive. Like I gotta protect this. Yeah. And then I started looking at women as equals, and I realized like, no, really, that's what it is. Because if you think about it this way, right? Like technically, she could handle her own. She should be able to go out there, get her own food, get her own shit. Like she's a human being. Mm-hmm. Why do I always have to feel like every time I see a female? Like, they are so weak and so small. I have to take care of them. I have to be the one to be there. You have to be, like, an alpha figure. What if you just like, nah, bitch, you be the alpha. You take that bullet. I'm gonna be right here in the passenger.
No, you're right.
You know,
bro. Yo, Maverick, I gotta say it, man. Like, Maverick's the straightest gay guy you know.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. He will take your bitch and your best friend's dick. Like, do not sleep on that.
Take your bitch and her man. By the way,
focus is the women, bro. He'll be like, yo, shorty looking good, bro.
And Rosa be like,
it's like, oh, it comes with the dick. That's okay.
My bitch is better than I do. I'm like, damn, nigga. Let me say something real quick.
The thing, but that's the thing. I think
I bet that makes you more. You're more attractive to women because you're like, I don't give a fuck.
Because he's so open about it.
Yeah,
he speaks about it. Yeah,
he's
it's
not
crazy.
Scared about it.
It's not about because the thing about it is like I realized like so before I went to med school. You gotta also know this too. What happened? I was going to school to be a sex therapist. So I went down to Barry University. I was gonna go to school to be I was there to be a sex therapist and everything for psychology. And then when I came back here and working on psychology, I started meeting the psych doctors, and I'm like, for an extra couple $100,000 more, I could just switch over to an MD. I'm like, say less, I got this. But like I said, it's really like, even money doesn't mean shit to me. Like, you need money to survive, but I'm not like, I'm not a material person. I'm in the present moment. That's all I live for. You know what I mean? Because I told you earlier, when you're so depressed and you were so down, you didn't care about your life, and now you realize what life's really about. It's
part of the reason when you get depressed, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but this is how I feel when I get there. Like, it's because you're too worried about the future. Like, or you're too focused on the past. Like, if you're too focused in both those directions, because you're thinking, like, I'll never amount to anything this way, I'm never going to amount to anything because of what I did that way, and then you can't get out of it. But, like, you're right. Like, today's today. Yeah. Today's today. And I got some cool friends. I got some weed, some drinks. Like, this is fucking. We're living amazingly. Moment, like, it could be so much worse.
What I like about Maverick too is, like, when he does comedy, he can hit that gay community, community that's popping right now, bro.
It's true.
But he does it in a straight way. And I feel like
they hate me, bro.
They hate you when they love you, cuz. They hate you when they love you.
Straight people are more straight up and honest. And you bring that over to the gay community, and you're mad honest and open with the gay community material, that they're kind of offended. Like, damn, we do think that, but we don't want to say it.
You know what? I'm going to tell you something.
About himself.
Here's the thing. Like, when I was studying sexuality, right, I noticed a lot of gay men acted like white females. Mm-hmm. They didn't know how else to act, so they acted what society portrayed to them, right?
But it's an act.
It's an act, because the thing about it is, I see a lot of yeah, you stupid. I see a lot of gay. You make a gay nigga mad, he gonna turn to a nigga.
Yep.
Yeah.
That voice is gonna get deep. I'm gonna fuck you up comes out. No, that shit's gone, because they come to their most primitive thing. As humans, I think we forget that we're also still animals too. You know? Yeah. So here's the thing. Now, if you take that whole stuff and you switch it up, and now you look at it as you're an animal, so everything's acceptable to you. As you look at it, now, you don't have no gay or nothing. It's just, I like that. I'm going to enjoy that. That's not for me. I don't fuck with it.
Yeah.
Now you don't have nothing to hide about. But see, a lot of people want to show. I need to show you that I am. So, hey, oh my gosh, because I have. Tell me how many times.
But I do like those gay guys though.
Oh, dude.
Like, you
hell yeah, I love them.
They'll pump. You got a gay guy like that pump you, like Bat Boy, for example. Like, I love Bat Boy.
I love Bat Boy.
Bat Boy is an awesome dude. Like, I do like a flamboyant gay dude. Like, if you get compliments from a flamboyant gay dude, like, that's how I know I'm doing well.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. But think about it. If a bad chick was saying the same thing, how would you feel?
Great.
The same way.
Yeah.
But you want to fuck her. Right. You know what I mean? Bad Boy's just like, yo, that's like the homie you always want. Now, if we could just do that in general life, we don't have none of these gender problems, because you're comfortable. You know? You don't care who's hanging out with who. That's why I think sometimes, like, the poly world's kind of really dope, because people who are open, you know, they have like their little pods. They're cool. They're open. They're just there.
Well, it's cool to be to that level of connection, bro. You're in, like, such a higher level of connection with people that you're not to let jealousy go. And, like, I'm impressed by, like, it's just,
right,
like, to be able to have those multiple relationships like that is impressive. Like, because you're on a different level of, like, understanding, I think, because you can do that.
No, you definitely are, man, because there's certain people, like, that's why I don't hate everybody. I know a lot of people. I don't hate you. I just don't want you around me because you're pointless. And it sounds bad. It does. Right? But think about it.
It's like babies.
When was the last time?
Fucking baby can do nothing. Get out of here.
Exactly. When was the last, like, that's actually the best way. It's a baby. Yeah, you're not, like, I'm not supposed to raise you. You're not my responsibility. Good luck. If you die, you die. If you live, you live. If I see you, I salute you. Keep it going. But you don't have to be in my universe.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, when I worked at the hospital, we worked at a level 1 hospital. I saw death. I worked third shift. I started off as an orderly. Death was normal. Like, you're doing compressions with somebody who was just talking to you about their kids. Mm-hmm. Their wife's looking at you, asking you by name. Maverick, please do your best. Do your best. And you're trying, you know what I mean? You, the doctors, you know, all I'm doing is compressions. You know, someone dies. I got to do that. You know, you tell you're sorry, move on to the next. You know what I mean?
Wow.
Gunshot bullet. You know, you see so many things, like crazy shit. Like, the craziest shit I've ever seen to this day was this girl was raped. This dude lit her on fire afterwards.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, that's wicked.
That's insane.
Raped her, then lit her on fire. Didn't even kill her, bro. Just poured gasoline and threw a match.
That is insane.
Yo,
there's
like,
some real evil up in this
there's
world,
some
man.
ugliness, and that's why I love comedy. Because in comedy, if you can't see the joy in the darkness, it sucks. You know what I mean? Yeah, I walked out of there. I looked at my boy. I was like, damn, that was the best fried fish I ever saw.
Yeah.
Yo, man, I've been to a fried fish out in New Britain, Connecticut. Yo, it was
Fried fish out.
Yo,
What is a fried
what
fish
is that
out?
called? A fried fish cookout? A fish fry.
Yo, fish fry,
that's what
bro.
it is.
A fried fish out. I went
You
to the
know
fish
I'm
out.
Spanish. I say that shit backwards,
Nigga,
bro.
I went to the fish out.
went Spanish on
Yeah, nah.
Nah, yo. So I went to a fried
A fish fry,
fry.
bro.
Fish fry.
Come on, man.
fish fry, middle of a huge basketball tournament in New Britain, Connecticut, bro. And that was the best fried fish I've ever eaten. My mom can't fry fish for like to save her life compared to that, bro. That shit was seasoned as a motherfucker.
That was
Cold
somebody-
ass drinks.
That was somebody's black grandmother.
That was a black grandmother.
Can I come to a black fucking cookout or something this
You
summer?
can come.
I want to go get some good food.
Yo, we need to do that. We need to
We're
do
gonna
it.
do that.
We
We
should do
that.
a comedy
We only got
cookout.
you and
A
Tim
comedy
Stone.
Yo.
cookout.
And
We gotta
Ian.
do a Puerto Rican parade cookout and a black cookout. We got the month coming up. Not
Yeah, I
bad.
think
No,
so,
bro.
that's what like summertime comedy it sucks for ticket sales and stuff like that. But I think it's a good time for like comics to get together and like do some fun shit.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
as like just do some regular
That's true.
Let's do
like
some-
regular
the
fun stuff.
comedy
Like go to the
season-
beach, whatever. Well, fuck the beach, but
It
like
kind of follows the school season.
Sorry.
Yo, we could do some drive-through type comic shit. We get a location, pull up like a drive-through movie type shit.
Just like stay at somebody's place.
What I was thinking is
Yeah.
like find where people are standing in lines.
Like
Yeah.
ice cream places, just pull up and just
Long
do.
lines.
Jordan
and just
release.
Show up with the
let's do it.
People are stuck in line.
Let's-
Yo, you
Nah,
film
yeah, I
film that
like
shit.
that.
That would make great content, right?
I like.
Especially you got a portable fucking strap on DJ
Yeah,
setup.
we should have did that when I was stuck in traffic. That would have been amazing. Nobody would have got nowhere.
That's what I'm
We
saying.
would have had
You
everybody.
stuck in traffic or you stuck in a line. Why not have a little comedy show happen while you're stuck in
I like
line?
that. I like that. I like that.
Yo.
Yo, if you're in a line, come into a line near you. It's
yeah.
gonna be
We're doing
fucking.
that.
Dude.
A comedian
fucking
wanted to do that
Prasad.
before during Black Fridays to just go up and talk to the people waiting in line
Oh,
Just wait at
fire.
Walmart.
at night.
Just be at Walmart.
I wouldn't want to tell jokes to Walmart people.
Why not? Just crack.
They're too poor.
Do
Dude,
crowd,
that's a great-
do
yeah,
crowd work.
that's what I'm saying.
That's
So-
crowd
Oh, that's
work.
all crowd work. Yeah.
That's where you practice your crowd work.
Yeah, dude. It could
You're
be a
gonna
lot.
see some of everything.
It could be a lot of fun, dude. It could. We should.
You know
we
what?
should do it. What are big lines in the summertime?
Ice cream shops, like I said.
Ice cream shops.
Ice cream shops.
all day.
Hit beaches. We gotta hit a beach. We gotta
I'd
do
be
it.
at-
We
So-
gotta
I don't
do
be
it.
going there.
If no, but the thing is, if I
Dangerous.
if,
Come to the beach with us. I put some sunblock on you.
yo,
You see
he's
this,
gonna
guys? You- I
he's
don't-
gonna
you guys-
come
you
out
gonna buy-
all
You need
all
SPF.
caked
You're
up.
gonna look like me and
150.
Nav with red hair. That's a dope ass Viking.
This
right
motherfucker
there.
burned, bro.
He's gonna be red, bro. He's
Red
gonna be
as
he's gonna be a
fuck.
lobster.
Yeah, you guys will be like, damn, you're putting on sunscreen again. Like it is the most dangerous place in the
I
world.
don't
for
even
me.
own
Just put
sunscreen.
cocoa butter on. You'll be all right.
No, he'll be crispy, yo.
I'm burned up, dude.
Looking
He'll be the fish fry.
We call that a callback, everybody.
Yeah, that's how we do that.
Oh man. Nah.
Dude, fucking.
Yo, this summer we can actually there's ideas out there. There's things we can do, man. It's
Alex is done. Yeah, he got.
I got
me home.
sunburn.
Alex holding a bag of ice. You alright, bro?
I don't smoke
This
weed.
nigga don't smoke weed. He never smoked. This is the most I've
you're
seen him
high.
smoke.
Dude, I do that a lot to myself on this podcast.
You're a liar.
Because I don't
You don't
smoke.
do it like I do.
I don't smoke, and so sometimes I'll be doing the pod, and I will just.
Oh, you
get-
don't smoke?
I do, but like not every day in the evening. But a lot of times I don't smoke like during the day and shit.
Gotcha.
And I smoke like,
A little bit,
half a
yeah,
joint to
yeah,
myself. That's it.
smoking, yeah.
But I'll be sitting here sometimes passing joint after joint after joint, and I'm like, I don't smoke like that. So it's like, and I'm like,
So cooked.
Got you.
yeah.
I've been trying to
Is shrooms
fake
the
inhale
thing,
that shit.
though?
I love
Is
shrooms.
shrooms the thing for you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
you
yo,
do
can I-
shrooms
can I-
over
can I-
over smoking.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Yeah.
Yo.
Like I took a small dose of mushrooms before my show last night. Like I like a little bit of a micro dose when I'm on stage.
So I want to give a shout out to Kevin Doty because he actually helped me learn how to take shrooms better. Because when I started my journey to shrooms, you were the one I was talking to. And I was getting microdosing, and that's how we really got onto it, stuff like that.
Oh, for real?
And that's why, yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I put him onto
you
him.
been microdosing a little bit?
I took shrooms one time before I had to DJ, and I was stuck in my car looking at the lights, laughing. I was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. Like that pure
Bro,
joy,
it's
like,
crazy.
Dude,
man.
you ever DJ? Like
No,
DJ?
but yeah, I went inside and I DJ'd. That was like the best night I DJ'd. Like I was so locked in. I knew
He
the songs
saw the
before.
music.
Yeah, I was seeing the music before I played it. Like,
Mushrooms
the
are the
music.
shit,
but
dude.
it took me some time to get inside because I was looking at the street lights, and every time they turned colors, I was giggling. I'm like, oh, this is dope. It's like, yo.
But that's why you want more. You good?
No, I'm good, man. I took shrooms once. I was in a purple bubble, and I don't
That
fuck
sounds
with that.
cool.
Yeah, with skulls coming at me though, so I was
that's
very
not-
scared. So
Nah, you just need to take mushrooms. You need to take it in the right set. You took it by yourself or with people?
I took it with people,
Homies?
my homies, my day one
Yeah, I
white
tell
boys.
you what, you
Nah,
take
that's
them,
why-
take them with the right people. Don't
He
take
took
them
away-
with people that's angry.
I don't
White
like.
boys were my day ones, bro. I didn't chill in the hood like that.
No,
bro.
I know they were.
The
I know
hood
they
adopted
were.
me
You guys
later.
all
But
took
listen,
mushrooms together?
Yeah.
They
Right.
had fun. You didn't?
Exactly.
I had some fun.
Their
after
fun
that
was
shit
watching
went
you.
away. Yeah, it was fun, bro. It was chilling.
Nah, but like, it sucks because if you experience mushrooms like you can, you're like, these are the shit. Like these are, but they will turn. Like the thing about mushrooms, they will turn on you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've had them at the good
Bad
times and I
Like,
had them at bad
if
times.
If you're like not,
I've had them at both.
You got to go in
Yeah.
with a positive mentality when
Yeah.
you take psychedelics, bro.
you can't take mushrooms
if you
like
got
you
some,
can drink.
if you got some mean
No,
shit going
yeah,
on
yeah.
in you,
It's gonna haunt
it's gonna
you.
come
Like,
out.
it's gonna come back.
It's gonna come out.
Right, like what I'm
yeah.
saying is like you got some shit that you're trying to avoid.
Yeah.
You go out to the bar, you drink, you feel fine. You can't do that
No,
with mushrooms.
mushrooms. Hey,
Hell no.
remember
if you're
this
going
shit?
through some shit and you're like, I'm gonna take some mushrooms.
That's what's
and
gonna
forget
come out.
Yeah.
that you're gonna
That's
deal
gonna
with
come
that,
out,
and
yeah.
that's gonna suck.
Yeah, the thing you repress the most, I feel mushrooms is gonna be like
Heyo.
bring it to the light. Like, that's it.
Time to figure that out. Yeah.
But you guys ever thought about this? Like mushrooms is a whole different species from plants themselves.
Yeah.
right.
Oh, yeah.
The fungi.
Yeah.
It's fungi.
So the funny thing
The
about it is
fungus.
like, can I talk some shroom shit right here?
I love it.
Go ahead,
Hell
preach.
yeah. Here's the thing, right?
The
So if we, you know,
that is doctorate.
everybody talks about like creation itself, right? But what if like, this was the only place that plants could live, right? And then humans came here, but plants are able to do, the food and everything, even alter genetics. It shows that. So what if mushrooms came here to help humanity balance themselves out so plants don't overtake you? Because plants technically need us to live. They need our carbon dioxide.
The mushrooms came to help us.
Came to help us.
Well, I think
I'ma
there's
tell you.
something to that because like there's like right like mushroom spores can travel through space,
Correct.
and survive.
Yes.
So they can they can travel and go wherever. So yeah, that's the whole like stoned ape theory and shit like
Yeah.
that, right?
That's right.
But to get on another, so you brought that up. We'll get on the tinfoil hats real quick.
Oh, hell yeah.
But the vaccine, I don't know how you guys feel about the vaccine. I did get it, but I'm
not
mad.
vaccinated.
Fuck that
still
shit. I'm
healthy.
sorry.
I'm still healthy.
I wish
got both.
exactly. So I was like, it's probably nothing. Whatever, I'll get it. My job asked me to get it, so I was like, maybe I'll get that
I
shit.
wanted my job.
And,
Oh yeah. Yeah.
but
I
did,
got both.
But I wish I
he
didn't.
said,
Get
I got the Moderna and the Diddy.
Yo, he ain't shooting me
That's
from the
Johnson
back.
and Johnson, baby.
Back shot Diddy, bro. He's not allowed, bro.
Go ahead, Doty. My fault, bro.
All right, you're good. All right, yeah. So whatever. Got the vaccine. I take mushrooms a lot. Like I'm a mushroom head. Like
Yeah.
a lot of experiences with them. And then so I took a big dose, maybe like a week or so after I got the vaccine, and it was insane. Like I went into like a panic because like my body was like struggling to get into the trip, and so I was like, I'm gonna go for a walk. And like as I was walking, I've never seen this before in my life on mushrooms. Like the world was like it started to pixelate and break down around me, and there was like in the little pixels was like the trip world. Like I could see the visuals. I was like, that's what tripping looks like. But I was stuck in this world, and I was just seeing in like pixels and shit. Like I couldn't get-
Nanobots.
And dude, I never experienced. Dude, I was like that. What the fuck? I never had It was
This shit fucked my high up.
it wouldn't. Yeah, it wouldn't.
That's what Kevin Doty said. He's like, "This some
the
bullshit."
vaccine fucked my
The
high
vaccine
up,
has
dude.
nanobots. It's fucking shit up. It's messing with your cerebral. so
It'll
you can't-
fuck you. It'll fuck your high up.
Thus, see, please don't fill my high.
You know.
Please don't kill my high.
Yo, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's something really bad about that thing. I wish I didn't get it, but
We were
know what?
forced. We didn't have
Here's the
a
thing,
choice.
though. I feel though, it's like everything with evolution of humanity. There's some people who are gonna overcome it, and some people succumb to it. It's just how it is. You know what I mean? Like if you look at like humans from the dawn of time, there's always some type of plague and stuff like that. This one right here is definitely forcibly man-made because
Bat boy.
That's crazy.
Yo,
That motherfucker want to fuck bats and boys.
I love that boy, man.
dude, he gets the most shout outs on
Listen,
this podcast.
I'll be
out of
honest.
anyone
Well, yeah,
actually.
I think I want to bring Bat Boy to one of the parties I go to because I feel like he's like Bat Boy's that type of nigga that needs it. I want to bring like, yo, I can bring you out here. You understand? But I think I'll make a monster.
You make a monster?
I feel he'll become a monster,
Bat
bro.
boy's my
Oh.
like gay
Like,
nephew.
Wait, what kind of parties are we talking about?
Oh, we talk about the consensual Diddy parties. You know what I mean? The
Okay,
consen-
yeah.
No drugs, no drugging secretly.
You don't think
No,
he
sir.
already is? Is he
No,
wild?
he's
not-
shy.
Nah, he's
Is he?
shy. He's shy.
shy,
He's
dude.
shy. He's still young.
Why
You know
do
what
you
I mean?
think he
He's
wears
still-
the mask? Why you think he wears the mask?
Shout out, Bad Boy, but we don't.
Yeah,
I don't.
shout
We
out
don't
to
need to
Bad
be
Boy.
talking about Bad Boy.
Oh no, I'll tell this to his face. No, he's
I'm
my
just-
little brother. But I hear what you're saying. I hear
I'm
what
just
you're
saying
saying.
for other listeners, nobody knows who Bad Boy is. Except
Well,
for
look
us,
up Bad
except
Boy.
for
You
us.
gotta look him
On
up.
all
If you don't,
platforms.
he's the
But
fucking
check-
dopest.
But he's been on the podcast. Check out his episode for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
I don't know, you, bro. But yeah,
My bad, Boy. I'm not trying to end topic on you. I love you, but
I know he's gonna be
Fuck
like,
Bad Boy.
why weren't you talking about me? He's gonna get mad. Like, fucking Kevin Doty. They're all talking about me.
What were you gonna
Yo,
say? I don't know. What were
when
you
he
gonna say?
sees this,
No,
he's
no.
going to talk about it on Wednesday.
I know.
He's definitely going to
Oh,
talk
yo,
about
dude,
this shit on
he's
Wednesday.
one of my biggest. He's one of the biggest listeners. He
Yeah,
listens
he's
all the time. I love him.
As soon as he sees this episode, the following Wednesday, he was going to talk about this shit.
I love it.
He is going to talk about this.
You better judge us too.
I love you,
I
Bad.
got a basketball game. I won't be there.
You're not DJing on Wednesday.
No, I'll be there. Yeah, I'll be there. I'm there every Wednesday. Damn, bro.
I'm hosting.
You
that
guys are
shit.
consistent. You don't
3
miss.
years.
You don't miss a
3
day,
years.
really.
I don't.
3
And you know
years.
what? I that's what I saw. I saw the only thing that was wrong was consistency and keeping the same energy.
Yep.
I saw a lot of mics still have that same energy is dope, and then afterwards you'll see people just get tired and beat. And the thing is, like, I feel as if I'm bringing a mic for comedians, and well, people don't understand. Like, some people say, "Oh, you take this too hard because you're nobody." Blah blah. Here's the thing about it: if any of you fucking, when that's not if, excuse me, when you guys hit your Netflix, when you guys hit those gigs that you're fucking, I like to be like, "Yo, I had, they came through.
This person on my mic.
Yeah.
This person came
Yep.
here."
And,
You know what I
and
mean?
Maverick keeps a copy of every single list, the whole mics,
Yeah,
bro. He got mad because
I like
keep
that.
all of them.
Yeah.
And they're all at the end of the year. They all go in like
Yeah.
2005.
Yeah.
It's- because the thing about it is,
That's
it's like,
dope.
like my history is a history of people who were slaves to sharecroppers to working 2 full-time jobs to me being able to have this leisure of doing comedy. From an immigrant grandfather who fucking gave up everything in the country that he was like fucking living like a boss to come up here to be just regular
Okay, hold on.
shit.
Talking about who is this nigga?
What is it? What are you talking about?
What?
He's coming to the horizon.
Oh, you talk about an ant on your knee?
What the fuck, Doty? You got friends?
No, man, the door's open. It's,
Oh, the
he's
door-
like,
the door
yeah,
is
the door is
open.
open. He's smelling that sweet. He wants some of that Don
Let him hit the
Julio.
blunt.
Let him hit the blunt.
Oh,
Nigga,
Go
nigga
outside.
about to. That was a queen bee. She came up here like,
It is a pretty old building with a lot of weird holes and shit.
all good.
Forgive me.
Nah, I love this place. So this is literally the. This is like, yo, like
You're
what
in the middle
everybody
of the
wants.
jungle right now.
Yeah. The concrete jungle, dude. Nah, this place is dope, man. And I'm glad you guys got to see it before it gets fucking.
Hell yeah, bro.
It gets taken down.
it's gonna get taken down.
Yeah, because, but we're gonna move on.
Yeah, hell yeah, bro.
They're
Business
tearing it
spot.
down.
It's gonna be a more
turning it
fire
down?
spot, bro.
What's that?
They're tearing it down.
Nah, I fucking the
Poquito.
guy raised the rent on me for like $500 extra,
Yeah,
So I was
fuck
like,
outta
I was
here.
like, fuck that shit.
Straight
Can't-
bugging, bro.
I'm not
You know what?
paying for that.
I can't like I hate greedy landlords. I do like.
We had a good deal. I
The
paid
thing
on
about
time.
it, if
no
you have
big
someone,
flip.
if you have a good tenant that pays on time and does everything, I understand the situation. I wouldn't jump up that much. You're just bugging, bro. But that's the thing. People get greedy, and that's what it's all about. At the end of the day, people get greedy, bro. If you're not. I do this. I do comedy. I do stuff because I love it. I don't care about the money. If the money comes, thank God, I don't have to worry about a few bills.
yeah.
That's it. But if you guys really want to know me, I'll be in the fucking woods chilling, bro. I like.
That's
to-
the dude. I say that all the time, bro. If it wasn't for comedy, I would be living out in the mountains, just chopping wood, and like working just a regular, just being. But like, I got that dream. I love it. Like, and I love it. Like, I headline last night. It went great. That fucking feeling you get when you just crush, you're like, this is the best thing in the world.
This is why I do it.
Better than any drug, for sure.
And
that's-
that's the comedy high.
There's the comedy high.
It's a real thing.
because you guys are actually you're doing your calling though. You know what I mean? Like think about it. You're an artist, and when you just like you said, the audience is your music, and when you play a good song, you just want to go back and I did that shit.
I know, and it's
I
the
did that
only. What's so cool about it is it doesn't exist without the people.
No,
yeah.
You like your jokes. You tell it like it's. That's the thing. Like it's such a special
and
thing.
I think what people don't realize too is we see it as comedians. You see it in your head, and you see the crowd how it goes, and when you're able to make that match and line up, it's just like a musician. You know, you see when you see a person makes a beat, and then all of a sudden they do it, and then they have it, and then the right person's on that song, and they go play that. That's what this is about. Some people are about the money in it. Some people want the fame. But the people who are true artists about it
Just
you
want
gotta know.
magic to
They
happen.
want magic. Exactly. That's it, bro.
Yeah, and like we were saying about the audience, are right. Like what's cool is like a group of people in the audience could make the show.
Yeah.
Like for whatever reason, they might interact with you in some way that just works. Like maybe it ties into some shit that you already had, and like then you just seem like you're like you make a real connection with like. Then you're killing.
Dude, that's this guy all the time. Another reason why he's dope at playing because like we do gigs at strip clubs, we do gigs at other places. Like he's so underpaid because not only like he'll play past the hours just because how passionate he is with the music. And when he gets in that zone of mixing and blending, you're gonna be like, yo,
DJ
Yeah.
Nyce.
you know.
I like that. I
Nice.
do enjoy
Yes.
that.
It's just the vibe, man. Like
He goes off.
even
He
when
reads
you-
the room too.
When you end the show,
He's on Vibe
when you
Patrol.
end the show, if people are hanging out, if people are hanging out,
show.
yeah. So
Yo, we should
it's
come
not
up.
even.
Yo, the
it's-
vibe's wrong. Hold on, bro. Whistle. Oh, you
yeah, yo, but
Show's
it's
up,
funny. It's
yellow
funny you
vest
say
on.
that though. It's funny you say that though. It's always a vibe, and we set up. You know what I'm saying? So we set up, and who comes in. It's like even the venue. Like if they're playing music, when you walk in, you hear the music they're playing. You see the people that's in there. You see how they're listening to the music. It's like, okay, do I keep this going because they're gonna hear what I'm about to play. Do I keep this vibe going or do I bring another vibe? And if I bring in another vibe, it's like, oh, they're like, oh, what's this? Now we're curious. We want to hear what the fuck is going on tonight.
Yeah.
Hey, we might want to stay. We were about to leave, but now we might want to stay. You get what I'm saying? And even with the Workout Wednesdays, man, it's like it's always a vibe. It's always a vibe. It's getting the crowd, whoever's there, whether it's comics or it's just out. What do you call them? Just bystanders.
Yeah.
Just pedestrians. They're there just to drink. They're like, okay, what's going on the other side?
That's what I love about both of the rooms is when somebody's hitting and you see people come from the other room
And come over.
house,
And
or
they
when
hang
you're
out.
or at the break where they stop playing pool and all of a sudden everyone's looking
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yo, I like sometimes comedians don't see that. They're just looking for the laughs, but bro, you had everyone stop their world to pay attention to you.
Yes.
Sometimes it's not about the laugh. Sometimes understand like you got somebody's attention.
They want
They're
to
gonna
pay.
remember.
They want to pay attention, and that's what's cool. Listening to you talk about DJing like that, because you're doing the same thing we're doing.
Yeah.
You're giving a little something.
Yeah.
Like, okay, they like that. But let me say this, because they need to want it. They need to be interested. You're creating interest the same way we try to create interest.
That's it.
That's
and then
fucking
when
dope.
they're walking in and they're going and they're looking for the sign up list and I'm talking shit and I'm giving shout outs. Hey, yeah, shout out to our bartender, shout out to the kitchen. Comics, the list is out. Make sure you put your name on it. Make sure you put your song by it too. Don't come up here asking me because I ain't playing your shit. It's like, yo, people that are out already, they hear that, they start giggling because, you know, it's a vibe. And I got to orchestrate shit. I'm the orchestra. You guys are all the main act. I'm just orchestrating it to get it started. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Like the movie soundtrack. You know what I mean? That scene ain't scary if it don't have that.
Yeah. And just to bring the call back, whoever the
outro song. Come in with music, leave with music.
That's it. And that's it. Just to call back, like the host. The host is key.
Yeah. You gotta keep the energy going. You gotta keep that.
The host vibes going off of me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? The host vibes off of me.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You guys are such a fucking dynamic duo because you got the vibe covered.
Yeah. And that's
but it's a formula. It's a formula.
Trust me, it took time because he used to play laugh tracks. I'm like, yo, you can't play the laugh tracks.
Oh my god.
I'm like, don't play anything. And I told him, don't play anything at all. But then he started doing a little bing and certain things. And then after a while, we both realized. I realized, like, it's needed. He realized laugh tracks aren't needed.
I don't play no laugh tracks. I do the laugh or the claps. The claps, we're not doing that. We want the real shit.
When people walk off, he used to play the claps for them. So if it was a dead room, like, because as a comedian, you hear the claps and you weren't funny. It's like, yo, you dissing me now.
Yeah.
You had to make claps, nigga.
No, for real.
I like to see DJ Nyce Jones laugh. I also like to see the bartenders compliment you after a set, or even the security guard, the young security guard guy, bro.
Mm-hmm.
If you make him laugh, you get his respect, bro. He's gonna show it.
Oh yeah,
and it's a rare sighting because I've never seen him fucking laugh.
Yeah, he'll come back over.
Yeah, he comes back over. He's like, "You were fucking amazing, bro."
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
those are my
holy shit, dude. I didn't know you listened to me. And they're listening from the other room.
Bro, that's why people don't understand about the Ale House. When I tell you things, it's because I literally go around and people will talk to me about you. Yo, who was so-and-so? Who was this person? Yeah. Why does this person keep on coming back? You know what I mean?
They have opinions.
Listen, these are regulars. They're spending money there.
Yeah, they have to listen to this. Yeah.
And they're one, so.
They hear Alex Martinez, they're like, shut the fuck up. Hold up.
Well, because they hear everything. They hear really good stuff happen, and then they hear
they know who they like.
Yeah.
Like, they know who they like.
There was a point before, this guy got better, but it was break time. He'd go up, the room would clear, the bar would get loud,
and it would suck.
Whose car is that?
I hope it's not mine, bro.
I think that's your Subaru, bro. Yeah.
I leaned on the button, I think.
Cool. I mean, that's the foreign, my bad.
Shit, what time is it? We probably got to wrap it up here. Basically, we're getting there.
It's 4:30.
4:30. I mean, I got time, but we're getting to my.
I know. This has been dope.
I can only edit so much, so I'm gonna end. You guys cool to wrap it up?
We're cool. Is there anything else you cool?
No, I got one question. I like to end on my podcast.
Yeah.
What's good?
So you can have any superpower in the world. You can have it, but you need to make it up right now on the spot. And it's got to be original. Like, you can knit something you haven't think you've ever heard before, or anybody would. Like, you can't be like invisibility, flying, any of like the regular superpowers.
I got one when y'all ready.
You got one?
Yep.
All right.
They're gonna have to call me Super Boner Boy.
Super
Infinite
Boner
Honey Pack. I'm lasting over 2 hours in bed, and I could control when I want a nut and where.
That's a good superpower.
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
Super Boner Boy.
Super Boner Boy. Super Boner Boy. What is your what would you say is your weakness? You have a weakness of any kind?
Big booty Latinas. I can't control when I'm a nut. Yeah. I might go limp off of nervousness with a big booty Latina who's a single mother and works as a CNA.
That's like your kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. I like that. See, that's a good one. I like that. All right, Maverick, what do you got?
I don't know if this was ever said before, but like you would have to tell the truth.
Okay.
Like if I looked at you, you just start telling your truth, like your darkest thing. You have to it'll come out.
The secrets come out. You got to probe them.
Like like if I ask you like what's your darkest, you know what I mean, and you just tell me everything,
and everything comes flying out.
Yeah.
That hasn't been said before.
They've been trying to do that with me.
Ain't that
Because Rosa keep telling me, yo, do the cards. I'm like, I ain't doing the fucking cards. I got shit to hide from you, girl. I know you're gonna tell Maverick, bro. You end your night with him every night. I can't fucking hide shit. I ain't doing those creepy ass cards. That's why they got that power. They want to know your deepest weakness, darkest secrets. That's that freaky shit. Over there, bro.
All right, what would you call that superpower, you think?
I don't know. The truth. DA.
The
Truth.
the truther. The
Truther. Ooh.
The truth man.
The truth, man.
Truth be told.
What's your weakness?
Mirrors.
Mirrors.
Because you have to tell yourself the truth.
Oh, that's wow.
I like it. Okay, all right.
I always thought about this when you said it. Then when you said original, I was like, oh, I forgot to look it up if this was original. But yeah.
Nah, I like that. That's good. That's a really good one. That's my.
That's creative, cuz.
That might be
that was
original.
dope. Yeah, that was fire.
I better do that before DC
I
takes
like
that.
to read. I would like to read one of your short. You got a short story?
I should. I got. Actually, yeah.
I'd like to read a short story that you wrote. I bet it's pretty good.
I should do it.
Creative guy over here.
They used to call me Boner Boy at house parties. That's why that power came out.
Do a fall asleep, wake up.
Why were you showing up to house parties with a boner?
It wasn't. It's because those Latinas were
He
throwing
said
it
it was the
back.
honey pack.
It was reggaeton. It was reggaeton era. They were throwing it on me, and I'm like popping a boner, and they were like, "Ew," but they kept throwing it back anyways. So I was Boner Boy at one point. My friend Amanda could vouch. They knew me as Boner Boy. It was embarrassing, but I don't care. At least my shit got hard. At least my shit got hard.
And kept doing it.
What's worse, a soft dick or a Boner Boy? Think about it, man.
Dick,
yeah.
Yeah, I have a boner. Yeah.
I'm proud to be Boner Boy.
I fucking love it. You talk about that on stage?
Not yet.
You need
She be in the crowd the whole time.
Boner boy should be out there.
Boner boy.
Yeah, Boner Boy should be the alter ego.
You should have an alter ego.
Yeah.
Well, you should be like, yo, you guys don't like me? You're gonna get the boner boy.
That's
And then
who,
just
yeah, that's who
spin
fucks
around.
the stools. Yeah, that's who. That's that. Yeah, that's who fucks the stools. That's
Put the
Boner
glasses
Boy.
on.
Out every
With
now
the
and then.
glasses
With
on
the
too.
glasses on.
Yeah,
Boner
with
Boy
those
has the
glasses
glasses
on.
on.
Yeah,
Alright.
those are the Boner Boy
Alex
glasses.
Martinez, those are the boner.
No one's
Yeah,
seen
those
me
are-
with glasses. You're right. You're right.
Boner
It's
boy,
a debut
man.
for you,
He said
bro.
where the BBGs at.
Story of
What's
boner
your
boy.
superpower, bro?
Yeah.
I'm already superhero.
The cabrón.
Yeah,
Yo,
I'm Nyce Jones.
What you
know
need
I mean?
that
I'm the
dance
vibe
to?
setter.
The vibe setter.
The vibe
Yeah,
setter, bro.
I can walk
Bro.
in anywhere and make it positive.
Where's your weakness?
Bad bitches.
Bad bitches, bro.
He'll fuck up his vibe. Because he ain't doing
I play that reggaeton.
Because they be like, oh, can you play bachata? No, we're not
Bad
doing that
Bunny?
right
Yo.
now. Then play some Bad Bunny? Nah,
Yeah.
we're not doing that right now.
What's up,
But you
sexy
know what?
man?
For you,
They're just sexy
if
bad.
they bad
Yeah,
enough,
it's
nice
crazy.
goes. For you, I'm gonna play it after this song.
Yeah.
I'm going to play it in a couple songs and I'll forget.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Shit, what's mine?
Shit, I don't know.
I would say my superpower would be.
B?
Nah, I got.
No, he's saying B. Would
I've
be.
had to come up. I've had to come up with a lot of these. I'm running out of ideas. I think it would be to be able to just like create any material. Like if I just needed dirt, I could just be like dirt. If I need
Okay.
like a pile of rocks, I could be like pile of rocks. I guess like I need a pile of bricks, pile of bricks.
Material.
Any type of material.
Yeah.
What about if you
Any
need like
wood.
food?
And your weakness.
Or is it just like material?
Nah, just materials.
What would your weakness be?
the sun?
Home Depot? Home Depot?
The weakness. You seen the sun in the summer?
Yo,
That's
if
his
Home
weakness.
Depot and Costco's pull up, oh, he's in trouble.
The
His
Mexicans.
weakness would be bad bitches too, because those people been brick. Yo, bro, I said I needed wood. What the hell?
I'm trying to get bricked up.
bricked up right
Trying to get bricked up.
I hate that term so much, yo.
Yeah, I don't really like that superpower. I wish I came up with a better one. But you know what? That was fun, guys.
Yo,
We
thank you
fucking-
for
This
that.
is dope.
Yeah,
That was the Yeah Dude podcast. Thank you guys for listening.
Shout out,
man.
shout out.
All these guys' Instagrams will be in the show.
Kevo, that's love.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir, man.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you.
Guys, good times.
Alright.
Peace out.
all day.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, dude.
The second win was wild. I like it.
Yeah. No, that was we did what? Yeah, an hour and 30.
That's good shit.